Minnie Pearl here. Well, actually not Minnie Pearl. I just got my Minnie Pearl hat on. It's Gunkle Toby, Gay Uncle Toby, for our story time. Let's see what we got in my fairy backpack. Oh, Marlon Bundo. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you're going to really like this. A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo. This is written by Marlon Bundo with Jill Twiss and illustrated by E.G. Keller. Hello, my name is Marlon Bundo, and I'm a bunny. I live with Mom, Grandma, and Grandpa in an old stuffy house on the grounds of the U.S. Naval Observatory. That's because my grandpa is the vice president. His name is Mike Pence. But this story isn't going to be about him because he isn't very fun. This story is about me because I'm very, very fun. This is the story of my very special day. My very special day started out like every other day. I woke up all alone. Then I ate a fine bunny breakfast all alone. While I watched the news all alone. You see, sometimes old stuffy houses are also lonely. We all kind of know what that's like right now. After breakfast, I hopped to the garden to look at the flowers and say, "Hello down there," to the bugs. "Hello, Phil." "Hello, Dennis." They all had names. That is when I saw him. He was a big, fluffy bunny with the floppiest, floppy ears and the bushiest, bushiest tail. He was bumpy, bunny, beautiful. Notice he had glasses. "My name is Marlon," I said, "but my family calls me Botus. It's short for Bunny of the United States." It's a long story. I'll get back to it later. "My name is Wesley, and my family calls me Wesley," said Wesley. Wesley and I hopped together all around the garden. We hopped over daisies. We hopped over tiny carrots that weren't ready to grow up and be lunches yet. And we hopped over Phil and Dennis the bugs. Once we had hopped through every part of the garden, we didn't want to stop hopping. So we hopped right inside the old stuffy house, and we hopped through the kitchen and maybe left a few bunny prints. We hopped through very boring meetings with very boring people. Notice the vice president right here. It was very, very good hop. It was the best hop. And I realized something when I hopped with Wesley. My old stuffy house didn't feel lonely anymore. At the end of our hop, I said, "Wesley, I don't want to hop without you ever again." And Wesley said, "Well, that's funny because I never want to hop without you, Marlon Bundo, ever again." And we both said, "We will get married and hop together forever." "Hello, everyone," we said to all the animals in the garden. "Hello, Phil and Dennis the bugs, and Pumpernickel, who is a badger, and Scooter, who's a turtle, and Dill Pickle, who is a hedgehog, and Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog. Hello, all of you. We're getting married so we can hop together forever." "Hooray," said Phil and Dennis the bugs, and the Pumpernickel, who is a badger, and Scooter, who's a turtle, and Dill Pickle, who is a hedgehog, and Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog. "Hooray," said all of our friends, because that's what friends say. "Wait!" said a scary voice. "You can't get married." We looked around and saw that the scary voice was coming from this stink bug. Let me tell you a little bit about the stink bug. The stink bug was in charge. He was important. None of the animals really quite liked to work out why. We couldn't figure out why he was in charge or why he was so important, but he was. And that meant he made the rules, and that meant all the animals listened to him even though he was, and this is true, just very stinky. Boy bunnies don't marry boy bunnies, said the stink bug. Boy bunnies have to marry girl bunnies. But this is the bunny I love, said Wesley. And this is the bunny I love, said Marlin Brando. Just being next to Wesley made me a little braver. Well, too bad, said the stink bug. I'm the stinkiest and I'm important. I am the stinkiest and I am in charge. Boy bunnies marry girl bunnies marry boy bunnies, and this is the way it has to always be. You are different, and different is bad. The other animals whispered nervously among themselves. Pumpernickel, who is a badger, came forward. Well, I'm different too. I eat my sandwiches crust first. I'm different too, said Dill Prickle, who is a hedgehog. I read the ends of the books before I read the beginnings, just to make sure they're not too sad for me. Well, I'm different too, said Mr. Paws, who's a very good dog. Sometimes I stiff butts, I don't know why. Everyone is different, and different is not bad, said Scooter, who's a turtle. Different is special. Wait, said Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog and who is also a very smart dog. Wait a minute. We get to decide who's in charge. We get to decide who is important. We can vote. And on this very special day, all of the animals voted on who they wanted to be in charge. And they chose not the stink bug. The stink bug only got one vote. He voted for himself. Not the stink bug. Everybody else voted. Hooray, said Marlin Brando. Hooray, said Wesley. Hooray, said all our friends, because that's what friends say. No, boomed the stink bug. Boy bunnies can't marry boy You are not in charge anymore. That's what everybody said. So Wesley and I got married. We had 2 handsome grooms, otters named Muffins and Cubby, and a flower mouse named Hiccup. We ate and drank and danced the hokey pokey. Dill Pickle was especially a good hokey pokey dancer. And the ceremony was performed by a cat named Pajamas, who brought her wife as a date. So the clergy person was a female cat who had a female partner. After we ate and drank and danced, we went home together. See, he's carried him over the threshold. We have to get some sleep, Marlin. Tomorrow we leave on our bunny moon. Because it doesn't matter if you love a girl bunny or a boy bunny, or you eat your sandwiches backwards or forwards. Stink bugs are temporary. Love is forever. Isn't that wonderful? Love is forever. And what a wonderful story. And you know, we see the vice president on TV all the time, and he still looks pretty unhappy. Thank you for joining us today. Howdy!